Hi, you guys. Welcome back to Angel Angela. And on this podcast, I wanted to talk to you guys about how the narcissist will always misdirect you. The narcissist will always misdirect you. One thing about a narcissist is that when they meet you, they have a lot of built up baggage that they try to keep from you. In order for the narcissist to hide their identity, they have to misdirect you, meaning that the more they talk to you, the more they give you your space, they're waiting for you to open the door, to your heart, to open the door to your home, to your secrets, to your most vulnerable moments. Because as soon as you do that, they feel as if they give you enough energy, they can mislead you. So you'll experience the narcissist eventually spend all of their time with you. So the narcissist they're looking for an open door. So a lot of times what you notice about these type of people is that they move on really quick. They want to spend all of their time with you. They have an agenda of when they're going to talk to you, when they're going to call you. Anything to make you feel safe, anything to make you feel as if they're focused on you. They become full predators just to mislead you. The narcissist misleads you by making you feel like you're everything they've been searching for. So you'll see that they'll want to cook for you, they'll want to go out with you. Everything will seem like it's going to be about you and your world and your dream world. And you have a dream partner, but in due time, the narcissist is going to clearly show you that it's all about them. So in order to mislead you, a lot of you guys know they need to love bomb you. A lot of times, love bombing doesn't come in a form of them constantly bothering you or stalking you. A lot of times it comes off in a way where it feels almost natural, like the person is getting to know you and they're taking their time. That's part of them misleading people. The crazy part is that the narcissist is counting every single time they feel like they've gotten something where they can use against you. They're counting these things. They're telling other people. This is where, they want all of your time, whether they're with you or you're with them. If they can't, if they're not, if you don't open that door and invite them into your private space, they're going to do everything for you to go into their private space, or go out to dinner, or, simply just make sure they have a pattern to how they can maneuver their relationships in their life in order to misdirect you. So for instance, a narcissist, you could be in the beginning stages of getting to know this person. You don't trust them in your home, but they'll do something like ask you if they could use the bathroom, or if they could cook for you, anything to look around your cabins and whatever else. Most narcissists are counting and they're plotting, and from the start, from the moment you meet them, they'll brag about their family and what their family has. Everything is to misdirect you, and these people might not even like the narcissist. The narcissist will present themselves as a gentleman. So you can go out, have drinks with this person, and they're like, hey, let me drive you. Let me make sure I drive. You had more drinks than me because they bought you more drinks, right? So this is all to gain access to you slowly. Because, I've seen cases where this is how it starts off, and then later on, they're driving your vehicle. Once a narcissist gets into your life, into your home, into your private life, and they start to get to know things about your life, what I tend to see with a lot of people is that they tell their life story to the narcissist. And that's something that I used to do when I was very, very young, where one person would share their story, I would share mine, and you feel like you know this person. What we tend to not understand in those moments is that the person we're talking to might be a catfish. They might not be telling us the truth because they're like, wow, you're sharing all these things about yourself. And that alerts them that you're not aware of them being a predator. So to them, it's like, oh, this person thinks I'm their friend. And they're taking notes in order to use these things against you, as many of you guys know. Once the narcissist feels like they have you where they want you, they try to misdirect you by making you forget about all the conversations you've ever had, all the intimate conversations. And they try to act like they're positive people, like they're not into the gossip, they're not into the drama. And this is how they misdirect you, because now they're throwing you off. They don't even want to know about your past anymore. If anything, they're giving you hopes of the future, and they're future faking. So this is the process of love bombing, future faking in order to misdirect you. In my experience, I was young, I was naive. I didn't see so much of an age difference. Looking back now, there was a gap. This person already had lived their life. They already had a child. And I was still, in college. Innocent girl has friends, female and male friends. And because of this, the narcissist used it against me by trying to portray me to be something that I'm not, trying to make it seem as if, you know, being in school around male and females, I was up to no good, basically. So in my case, how the narcissist misdirected me was to try to make me older than what I was, and to make me believe that my friendships weren't real friendships. And they tried to make me focus on the friendships too much when, I was just, with the program, being part of a community. So they take you away from your community. Your community can be your friends, people at school, family. They start to point out these people's flaws without even truly knowing them. And they're so good at studying people that, just based on what you tell them, that they're able to tell you about the type of person you're dealing with, which makes you look up to the narcissist, and it makes you feel like, they have the answers. So the more you start to wander, the more you start to focus on what people haven't done for you, or just focus on the bad things, the more bad things end up happening. And they know that because now they're taking you to another world. Once you go to this other world, everything starts changing. It's like your DNA starts changing, and all these negative things start happening. You're in the narcissist hell, and bad things are happening, and they're watching it, and they know it's because of them. What's so cold about the situation is that later on, as the relationship progressed, they told me themselves, yeah, I shouldn't have took you away from your family. I shouldn't have, done this or done that to you. You should have stayed away from me. And I'm just like, what the hell? Because you do try to stay away from the narcissist, right? You come to a point where you realize who they are, and you try to stay away from them because they don't serve you any good. So the narcissist misdirects you, and when you're upset, they act like, like they didn't do it, or they act like their energy has nothing to do with it. And if it becomes too, if the bad energy you're getting it's too much for the narcissist to handle, they'll just leave right there and then until you get your energy back, and then they'll come looking for you. So the narcissist misdirects you by acting like you're getting all this karma because of something you must have done. The narcissist, they admitted to me that they basically misdirected me in a way because, I should have known better, basically. So they go after people, young people, or people that are naive, or people under stress, and then they're like, you should have known better. I know I was sending you flowers, I know I was sending you gifts, I know I was chasing you around, but I was just misdirecting you by doing that. I remember vividly, like, so many moments where in the beginning things were just happening, like freak accidents, just random things, like, going to a restaurant, like security stalking us, like, for no reason. Like, we're like, why? I was thinking, it was demonic that people were messing with us. And I'm like, why do people keep messing with us? And the narcissist made it seem like it was me. So, something's wrong. They misdirect you. They come back. They don't really give you a real valid reason or any validation of what they did. They make it seem like, oh, I was just going through something and now all these bad things are happening. You're looking for answers in others, and they're just like, hey, I don't know. Maybe it's that narcissist in your life. Then you start to feel like no one is there for you the way you need them at the time. So now you focus on them. Not only do you focus on them, but you start to blame them because the narcissist has planted these things in your mind already. So this is why I say that the narcissist has misdirected you from the beginning, because they knew this was going to happen. And now things that didn't really affect you, words that people said that you never, you didn't care about. You're like, wait, do they really mean it, or does it matter if they mean it? So you just literally start questioning everything, and they misdirect you and almost about everything. Once they get their hook on you and you think you're dealing with a nice person, they misdirect you about friends, family, when it comes to school, when it comes to your jobs, your passions. The narcissist takes you away from everything that you know so quickly, that you give them so much of yourself that when they're not around, they know you won't know who you are without them. Because now that they've misled you and they've taken you somewhere else, they've literally abducted you, which is taking you away illegally by force or deception, by kidnap. So they're taking you away illegally, mentally, without you even being aware. They're emotionally, spiritually taking you away from who you are as a person. And now you're losing yourself because now you're under their control, because they have misdirected you. So now that you're confused, now that your energy is depleting, now that you're searching for them to rescue you, to help you, because you're like, hey, I thought we were in this together. Now they're playing mind games because they misdirected you, and they're taking your energy, and they pretend to be mad. They pretend to be angry. They're like, something's wrong with you. All of a sudden you have anxiety, you're depressed, you're sad, and they're getting angry. The more anger they show, the more you feel responsible for their anger, and you feel responsible to make them feel better. This is where they get the supply to do whatever it is that they want them to do, whether it's something sexually, whether it's materialistically, but most definitely spiritual. For the narcissist, this is the only way to get supply from you, and that's by misleading you. Not because you're doing something to them, although they portray like that's what it is, but that's because the narcissist doesn't want you to remind them of what they did to you. So they lash out and they put you through a test time and time again. They leave, make you feel like they're cheating on you. They might or might not be, but they're trying to mislead you again. Now you're jumping into conclusions, and they're telling you you're paranoid, or they're telling you, oh, you just make things up. That's what you do. You just argue, to argue, or you just talk just to talk. They don't like to talk, Now they're gaslighting you. Now they're gaslighting you to the point where you are driving yourself insane. And sometimes even to the point of insanity, and the narcissist will not help you. So the narcissist will tell you to silence yourself. They've abducted you, so you might as well just do whatever they tell you to do, and there's not going to be a problem. They'll misdirect you. They don't care if you were homeless. They don't care about giving you drugs. As long as you're there for them to supply them with energy and a shield, they do not care. This is why things never get better, and this is why the narcissist leaves when things are getting too bad. And this is why things go from bad to worse to a nightmare to hell, because you're an empath, you're giving them energy, you're protecting them, you're getting all of the bad karma, and they're just watching, and they're trying to protect themselves. Even when they're with you, they're paranoid. They're trying to act like they're not. They're always cautious. They're always putting you in situations where, if you're with them, they're cautious, but if they're with you, they're trying to get you in trouble. They're trying to put you in situations to get you in trouble. They're trying to take as much fuel away from you. This person has abducted you. They have misled you to another path. The narcissist is so sadistic that they're willing to destroy themselves to destroy you. So that right there alone tells you what type of person you're dealing with. You have to think about someone committing a crime. They've just committed a crime against you. I remember my grandmother telling me that man should be in jail. And I thought she was crazy. I was like, why would she say something like that? But now I understand. It's because they've kidnapped you. They've abducted you. It's a crime. It's like a spiritual crime. And once you realize it, and once you realize that you've been captive and they finally let you out, you still have to live with that trauma. You still have to try to make sense of what happened to you, what kind of person you were dealing with. You have to go back to the beginning and realize that they misled you from the start. This is why the fact that the narcissist gets angry and even physically abusive, it's blasphemous, because they committed a crime against you and they know it was wrong, but they don't want to pay the price. This is where the new supply comes into play. And this is why when things aren't working out the way they wanted them to work out, they keep coming back to you. They can't help themselves. They can't contain themselves, and they can't help that they love playing games and redirecting people's destinies and looking at them like they're merely, an object, or, they are just, a character in their little video game, you guys. So don't allow these people to have that much power and control over you. I'm sending you guys lots of love, light, and peace. If you guys are new to this channel and you guys enjoyed this content, do not forget to subscribe, like, share this video so that you can, help other survivors. If any of you guys are interested in booking with me, I will be leaving all of my booking information, and you guys, I have my number on the description box, so just give me a text anytime you guys want, and just give me like 24 hours or so to respond to you guys. And I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Love you guys. Bye.